Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm running a little bit late today, but we are going to go ahead and get started here. Thank you for joining us on this very warm summer day. We are outside enjoying the sunshine. We've got somewhere around here, Mocha is running around. I am showing up on two different cameras just to make sure that uh, you can kind of see the lighting of the wig and the color that I'm wearing. Just gives you a little bit better perspective of the wig and the style that we're going to show you today. So again, my name is Hi Christmas. So it looks like you're joining us from YouTube. Thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Karen. I'm from Locks and Tops, and it's Christina. Oh, it says Chris. Oh, okay. Awesome. Hi, Christina. Thank you for joining us. And thank you for popping in to say hello. That really helps us to know who's here and how we can help support you and answer any questions that you have. So thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it. So again, I was just describing, I have two cameras on just so you can kind of get a better look at the style and the color via face forward, and then also from another angle. And we have, I believe, somewhere we have our new little dog running around. At least I hope she's still in the yard and she has not ran off. Um, so I may pause us for just a second to make sure that we do, in fact, have our little dog and that she hasn't run off. So let me just go make sure I can get her in the house. So it's been kind of chaotic this morning. So just give me 1 second and let me run and do that real quick. Actually, she's perfect. So for those of you that have never joined us before, I'm out in the garden and I have herbs in my garden, and the pup loves oregano. I don't know what it is about oregano, but she loves oregano. I'm like, well, she loves them all, actually. She'll go around and it's a perfect type for her. And so she'll go around and she'll have oregano and some thyme and some sage and some basil, and she'll just kind of eat her way around the garden or around the herb garden. All right. Well, anyway, as I was saying, thank you so much for joining us. If you are new to Locks and Tops, thank you for joining us. My name is Karen, and we're going to be really highlighting Jon Renau today, because Jon Renau, although I shouldn't say we're going to be highlighting it, because I actually have one of my favorite all-time styles and my favorite all-time wigs on right now, which is, hey, Beverly, welcome, welcome. It's good to see you again. I've got the pup out here in the garden with me, Beverly, so she's nibbling on the herbs right now, on the fresh herbs. So if I look over occasionally just to make sure she's still there, you'll know why. So the wig that I have on right now, this is Frankie. And, I've gotten some feedback on Frankie, and I've seen some other reviews on Frankie. I love this style. I like the way it's kind of a natural, and I literally, you guys, I haven't combed hair. I have not combed out this wig. Let's just do it. Well, because I wanted to wait, and I wanted you to see what it's going to look like after I comb her out. She's still got the tags on her and everything. I've got a little puppy over here licking my ankles. But this is her combed out. This is Frankie in the color Mochaccino R. Now, some people will be like, I've heard them say, well, the bangs are really long. Okay, well, let's pull them down. So here's the great thing about having bangs, and they're a little bit longer, right? They're not going to be too short. So you can pull them over, you can keep them as bangs. They're wispy enough that you can go in and point cut with scissors. And they are also long enough that you can pull them over to the side. I kind of pulled them over to the side a little bit, but the zigzag part, I haven't broken up the part or anything. She fits really well. She's an open wefted cap. And the nice thing about these caps is that they're really, really comfortable. So on days when when I'm having migraine headaches, for those of you that know me, I get really bad migraine headaches. And excuse me, these are so nice and comfy that I don't have any problems with them. The other style that I usually wear is my Beltras Luxe style because of the fact that it is, thank you, Beverly. Um, it's a nice roomier cap and it's super comfortable. Um, the other thing that I have heard is that some people have said it has permatease in Frankie. Now, there might be a little bit down here at the wefts, but she's so low density that I don't feel like she has permatease at all. If she does, it is so minimal that I don't notice it. So again, this is Mochaccino R, which I love this color. I don't think I'd ever tried this color on by Renee of Paris before, but this is such a pretty style and such a really pretty color. So, Butter Cake Rooted. So Beverly, I actually think you could get away with Butter Cake Rooted. Butter Cake Rooted is more of a Beverly, I know you kind of vacillate between like raw sugar and um, some milkshake. Milkshake is that cooler blonde, that cooler rooted blonde, right? As opposed to raw sugar, which is a little bit warmer blonde. But I think that I think you could wear buttercream because it's kind of a neutral. It leans a little bit warmer, but it's actually more of a neutral blonde. So I think you could wear her just fine. And she's actually in the Icon collection. She is actually my favorite blonde. So yeah, no, I think you absolutely could. So let me go ahead and take her off because today we're going to talk about Jon Renau. So Jon Renau is, and I can see if you see me looking around, I see my little dog. I want to make sure she's not going to get out. She's in the backyard with me. So, Jon Renau, Catalina Blonde is such a beautiful color. She is definitely a cooler blonde. And I'm going to show you the difference between the regular synthetic today and the heat-friendly synthetic Catalina Blonde. And I actually have a human hair Locks and Tops blonde that is very similar to Catalina Blonde. It incorporates all of the warm, the beige, the champagne, the beautiful neutral, cooler colors that Jon Renau has in Catalina Blonde. So I'm going to show that to you. I'm super excited about it. So, hello, Mary. Welcome. So the big announcement is that, and you probably have seen it, I've put it in the Locks and Tops group, and Jon Renau is doing a promotion for Catalina Blondes. So they've pulled in like 20 different new styles. I think it's actually more than that, 20 different new styles. Some of them were hand tied, some of them were petite, but just like 20 different new styles in the Catalina Blonde because it's been so popular. It's such a beautiful color. And I'm going to show you the difference between regular synthetic Catalina Blonde and the heat-friendly synthetic blonde because I think there is a little bit of a difference. And so you need to know that before we go in and start looking at them. And the launch is actually happening tomorrow. We're having an amazing sale to help promote that launch. And so Jon Renau has been great in working with us to help get that launched for all of you. There's some beautiful styles. Of course, there's Heidi. Um, uh, there's uh, Miranda Light. There's Alessandra. There's, oh my gosh, you guys, there's just some beautiful, beautiful styles. There's a couple of the newer, shorter, Eva, Elizabeth. So I'm going to take you and I'm going to show you some of the styles that I have on hand today. Some of them, of course, are not going to be in Catalina Blonde, which is kind of sad and depressing, but others are. And we don't have all the Catalina options in there. That will go live tonight at 12 p.m. midnight Pacific time, because essentially that's when it launches, and you'll see that automatic discount if you go to checkout, or when you go to checkout, you'll see that automatic discount happen, so you don't have to enter in a code or anything like that. And that will be going on for the entire week during the Catalina Blonde expansion with Jon Renau. But I'm going to show you some of my favorites because these are my own personal wigs. And I wear these occasionally, and these are just some of my favorite Jon Renau styles. Some of them I don't even have yet, you guys. They're so pretty, and it's like, okay, you have to pick and choose and figure out which ones are your favorites. But yeah, so how are you all doing today? While I cue some of these up, let me see how you guys, let me check in with you guys and see how you're doing. Maybe you can just tell us where you're viewing from today. Beverly, are you still on vacation? Hey, you guys, hold on one second. I am going to have to go chase down my little teddy bear. Hold on. Come on, baby. Come on, you want to see the girls? Come on. Okay, let's see if I can get her on the camera, you guys. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Can you come up here with me? No, she can't. Okay. Let me just pop her inside real quick. Do you want to come up? Do you want to come up? Oh, come on. Say hi to the girls. Come say hi to the girls. You guys, let me just show you Mocha. Because it's probably easier for me to just, can you say hey, Mocha? Hi. Hi, girls. Hi. Let's say hi. Oh. Anyway, it's easier for me to just arrange the camera or the phone so that you can see her, because she is hefty. she's a little teddy bear, and she's a big cotton ball, but she's hefty. I will tell you guys, she's a little chunk-a-monk. And I remember when we got her, it said 10 to 15. They said 10 to 15 pounds. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that's good. That works. And when I look at the papers, because she's from Korea, she's actually 10 to 15 kilograms. I was like, oh, okay, that explains a lot. Anyway, sit down here, my mama. She's a really good girl. She was a rescue, and she's just really, really precious. So let me get back over here because I want to pull out this first style for Jon Renau for you guys. Let's see. We said we were going to go with Skylar. So let me go ahead and find Skylar for you guys. I did also, I'm going to do, okay, here we go. So here is Skylar. So let me go ahead and take Skylar out. So Skylar is very similar to Holly. I think she's a little bit more, I think she's a little bit more. Sorry, I'm trying to get back over here, you guys. I think Skylar is. I think Skylar is a little bit has a little more density than Holly. And I'm going to show you Holly, and I'll compare the two side by side so you can see her. But Skylar doesn't have bangs. She's also kind of more of an A-line. So she is but she's adorable. She is a heat friendly, and this one is the 12FS8, which is that really pretty, shaded praline. So if you like the 12FS8 shaded praline, she's such a pretty style. Let me just kind of hold her up so you can take a look at her. But she's a pretty little bob. She's very, like I said, the kind of curl pattern is very similar to Holly, except she doesn't have bangs. And so for those of you ladies that love Holly, but you're not crazy about the bangs, Skylar is really your best option. Now, the one thing that I will say is that she is kind of an A-line, so those bangs come down a little bit longer in the front. I'm going to show you that in just a second. But the other thing is that if you didn't want to wear, like you were definitely going to, I didn't even wear a wig grip today, you guys. It's so hot. As little as possible. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pop on Skylar. This is actually, the shaded praline is actually one of my favorite colors, the 12FS8. And I will tell you the cap is nice and roomy. If you were a little bit more on leaning towards the larger size, I think that this cap would fit you perfectly. This again is, sorry you guys, I'm not trying to flash anyone. I put this on. So for those of you that don't know, I've lost about 130 pounds over the past couple of years. And so every now and then I go to dig something out of my closet and I'm like, oh, well, okay. That doesn't fit anymore. And I just grabbed this and I put it on. And I thought, holy smokes, I can't wear this anymore. So I'm going to have to start donating my clothes, either that or start sewing them smaller and adjusting them. And I really love this top because it's really nice and cool for the summer. But yeah, I have lost quite a bit of weight, and it's interesting going through my closet because some of the clothes, well, a lot of the clothes actually don't fit anymore. So it's like I have this very small wardrobe that I wear. So I'm going to have to start sewing them and making them smaller. So again, this is Skylar. She's an open wefted cap. She has a full mono top, meaning you can part her anywhere you want. She is really, really super cute. And again, in that color shaded praline, the 12FS8. But as you can see, she is a little bit more, she's a little more dense in the front than Holly is. And you'll kind of see that as we look at Holly. I'm going to look at Holly in 3 different colors, but Skylar is just adorable. Thank you so much. Yeah, it happened as, hey, Jennifer, it happened as a result of being diabetic. And I they could not control it. They just couldn't find a way to control it, and that was the only thing that helped. And miraculously it did. It just stuck me right back in normal. And so now it's been amazing, because not only has it really controlled that, but it also has helped me lose all this weight. Now, losing weight was just kind of a great byproduct of that. So I didn't necessarily mean to lose weight. It just kind of happened. So it was a great side effect, if you will. So yeah, so this is Skylar. Look at a little, I had her in a bag, you guys, from the last live. So, but Skylar is such a cute style. And if you're looking to purchase any of these that I'm showing today, please go back tomorrow. Go back to the locksandtops.com website and purchase them then, because they will all be 30% off. And there'll also be a free gift included in that. So, yeah. So I am going to give you the link, but don't go purchase it until, I'm going to show the link, but don't go and purchase it until tomorrow, because it will be, it'll be the kickoff of the Jon Renau Catalina expansion. So just don't purchase it until then, because we want you to save a little bit on these styles. So, but let me go ahead and share it with you just so you do have it. And you can take a picture of the link, and then we can keep going here. So put Skylar. Where do we put Skylar down here? I don't think we did put Skylar in. I thought for sure we put Skylar in here. Maybe we didn't. Anyway, just go over to the locksandtops.com website. You're going to see, anytime you go to purchase any of the Jon Renaus, the discount will automatically be deducted from your shopping cart. So yeah, so you don't really even need a code. Anyway, okay, so that is Skylar. Very similar to Heidi, except she doesn't have the bangs. She's is a heat-friendly style. She's an open wefted cap, whereas Heidi is a hand-tied cap. So the hand-tied cap, of course, is still nice and stretchy, but it's going to form to your head a little bit more. So kind of the differences between the two. So again, but Skylar is one of my favorites. I love her. She's such a fun style. So that is Skylar. Okay, and the next one we're going to look at is Spicy. So Spicy is a longer style. She's a little bit more dense, but she's a hand-tied cap. Here we go. Here's Spicy. And I have her in the color Caramel Syrup. Now, you guys, it was so funny. I was on the live a couple weeks ago, and Robin's mom said, "No, I don't like that one on you." I was like, I kind of like this one, though. And I don't think I got a chance to really, like, look at her. And I'm just going to show you the hand-tied cap, because I love these hand-tied caps. So this is the hand-tied cap from Jon Renau on Spicy. She's 100% hand-tied. There's no wefts. She's got the extended nape, Velcro adjusters. She does have the lace that goes up to the felt ear tops. And again, she has that full mono top with just a small band of silicone that goes across the top of your head there. So I'm going to go ahead and put her on. And I'm going to brush her out, because I think that you can really, yeah, so see, she's going to be a little, get her adjusted, you guys. She's going to be a little bit more dense, although she doesn't have any permatease. She's just got more hair. And I think that's what Jane was talking about before, when she was talking about, like, I'm not as crazy as on that as you in that as some of the other styles. So because I look, okay, I wanted to show you something because when you first put a wig on, and I have to talk about this, you guys. When you first put on a wig, oh, Beverly, I'm so sorry. Yes, so Skylar, I think is absolutely as comfortable as Holly. She's an open wefted cap, so she's gonna stretch a little bit more. But I think just every bit as comfortable, maybe even a little more than Holly. So that's just my opinion. Okay, so sometimes when you put a wig on, and again, there is no permatease on this wig, but sometimes when you go to put a wig on, it looks like, now L, was it L, I think? Beltrax L looked like this when I first put it on. I think I did a video of it, where it was like you first put a wig on and you're like, oh my gosh, like that's way too much hair. So there's different things that you can do to either calm it down and get the fibers to lay down a little bit more, or you can fluff it up, right? So you can shake it and make it fluffy. Some women prefer more hair. Some women prefer a lower density. I'm probably more of a lower density girl, but you can do things to this, right? You can comb her down a little bit. And I ended up having to do that, and I have to do it every single time that I put her on. But that's okay, right? I'm just going to comb her out a little bit because I actually love this style, you guys. And I got her at a really great deal. I got her at a steal, actually, from Jon Renau. And if you like this color, I can get her at a really good rate. So, but this is the syrup. Let's see. Caramel syrup. So this is caramel syrup. So if you love this color, I can get this particular wig in this particular color at just an amazing deal. So just DM me. Just DM me and I'll get you a price. But this is such a pretty style. I love it. I think it's really pretty for like a special event, like a wedding or some type of like Sunday event. The part is amazing on these. The hairlines are amazing on the Jon Renau. All of the wigs that I'm showing you today, all the Jon Renau's, the hairlines are amazing. The parts are amazing. The fibers are amazing. This is a heat-friendly style, but she's just such a cute style. And if I go over to Jon Renau and I look at the regular stock photos, I'm like, those photos do not do this wig justice at all. And it would be great for updos. Exactly, Mary. Yeah. So I like low density too, Mary, and I like it with a little bit of wave. I think that's why I really like the Renee of Paris Frankie, because it is lower density and it is it doesn't have the the poof like some of the other styles do. But again, as you can see, I combed her down and I combed her out, and she's just beautiful. This is another style that I love that's very similar to Aurora, which we're going to look at. And Aurora is another one of my favorite styles, and she's got those big, beautiful barrel curls like Spicy does. I really do like this style. And it's probably not something that you'll see me in every day because it's kind of more of a formal style. But let me just turn so you can see her because she is just adorable. And I really do like the caramel syrup. I think it's such a pretty color. She's a warmer blonde. And for those of you that know me, I love my warmer blondes. So again, this is Skylar in the color caramel syrup. What do you think, Mocha? You like it? You get some on your whiskers. She approves. She gives it 2 thumbs up. And yes, you could absolutely put it in updos, Mary. You could put it up in a claw clip, which would be really pretty. You could put it in a half up, half down. I mean, look how pretty that would be. Yeah. So lots of different ways that you could wear Skylar. Okay, so the next one that we're going to look at is Drew. And Drew is in the color 12FS12, which is Malibu Blonde. And I'm going to go ahead and take Spicy off. I'll show you the back of that too. Look how pretty. I just love that color. I'm trying to get over here so you can see it. I just think that's such a pretty wig. Such a pretty one. I wear her out on fancy occasions, you guys. Okay, so which one are we looking at next? Which one did I say? We're gonna look at Drew. Okay, so Drew, little history on Drew. Drew was actually one of my very first wigs. So I purchased 2 wigs when I first started wearing synthetics. Drew is heat friendly, of course. And this is my personal wig because I have had her at the same time I bought Chloe from Beltras. I bought Drew. And I love this wig. She is an open wefted wig. Full mono top. So let me show you that. And she has been worn. This one's my personal wig, but I have had her maybe, gosh, I want to say 2 years now. So Jon Renau really does last a long time, you guys. I'm very impressed with their wigs. And again, there's no permatease in this one. It's going to lay nice and, you know, kind of snug to your head. And again, she's heat friendly, so you can style her any way that you want. If you want to put a little bit of curls in her, but she does have a little bit of bend to her and some nice layers. And I haven't combed her out in a bit, you guys, so she's a little bit tangled. And I'm just using my regular comb to comb through her. But this one is my personal wig that I have had for 2 years. This is Drew. And one of my favorite styles. And you're going to see why here in just a second. So she is, now here's the other thing I'm going to say. If you're an average, she's great. If you are larger than an average, I don't know that Drew's going to work for you. Because from front to nape, she runs a little smaller. So let me get her over in the middle, which is where I usually wear her. And she's just got a beautiful little face framing layers there in the front. Of course, you can see, but she's just adorable. She's been one of my go-tos. She's a great pop on and run out the door. I love this kind of style because it is so easy, right? So Beverly said she has a big head and Drew fits her fine. Perfect. Yeah, so Beverly, I am 13 and a half from front to nape and 13 from ear to ear and then 22 circumference. But I used to be 23 circumference and she still fit okay. I think where I get a little concerned is ladies that are front to back. They're a little bit larger front to back. Yeah, she will still fit, but larger than that, and you might have a little bit of problem. But she's definitely, you're small to medium. Oh, you'd be fine, Mary. You'd be fine in Drew. Drew is such an adorable style. I think I have washed her 3 times, and I've had her for 2 years. And I really don't really don't have any problems with her, you guys. She's still feels really nice and soft. And she's just like, you can pull her back. You can put her in a headband if you want. You can put her up in a claw clip again. Another one of those styles you can pop up with a claw clip, or wear it down like this. So she's got those pretty little layers in the bottom. She is a nice lower density. Again, no permatease. If you're looking for something a little more on the casual side for summer that you can wear, or even for winter or fall, she's just a really, really pretty style. Oh, Beverly, you're 13 and a half too, from front to nape. Yeah. Oh my gosh, we're the same size. I didn't even know that. So let me turn so you can see her. There's Drew from the left side. And Drew from the right side. And let me just show you Drew from the back. She's such a cute little style. And I just really think she's one of those really easy styles, right? So, okay. Yeah, I like Drew too. Again, like I said, I had this when I first started my wig journey. I had Drew. I started out with Drew, and I started out with Belle Tress Chloe. Those were my two go-tos. And it's interesting because if you look at the two of them side by side, they're very, very similar. That was totally my bio hairstyle. So, okay. So let's take a look now at Heidi, which is really popular. And we're going to look at it in the color of Catalina Blonde. So I have Heidi in regular synthetic, and I think this is probably a really good time to show you the difference between Heidi in regular synthetic and Heidi in a heat-friendly synthetic. So this is Heidi in a regular synthetic. Again, she is in a regular wefted cap with that full mono top. And I get more compliments on this wig. People love this wig and the Miranda Light. No permatease. She's just so Heidi in Catalina Blonde. And again, we've got some more Catalina Blondes coming in tomorrow, you guys, from Dawn Renault that are just, I think I sent the link to everyone in the group over at Locks and Tops on Facebook. But she is, Dawn Renault is doing a live to show you the new styles in Catalina Blonde. And they're also doing a giveaway. So if you have not scheduled to see that live, make sure you DM me or message me so that I can get you that link so that you can attend that live. It's tomorrow at 12, I believe it's 12 Pacific. And so this is Heidi. Such a really pretty style. She has the little bangs, and I just pull them over to the front, or you can put some water and blow them back if you don't want bangs at all. But this is the Catalina Blonde in regular synthetic. Such a pretty style. So this is Heidi from the right, Heidi from the left, and then let me turn so you can see Heidi from the back. Again, no permatease. A beautiful length. And of course, the hairlines on Heidi are amazing. Yeah, Catalina Blonde. Yeah. Yes, they do make Drew in Catalina Blonde. And of course, is heat friendly. So let me show you, because I want to show you the, hopefully I did not. Okay, here's Holly. So I want to show you the difference between regular synthetic Catalina Blonde and heat friendly synthetic, because there is a little bit of a difference. And I want you to be able to know what you're going to see. Oh, I'm so sorry, Mocha. I'm whacking the pup over here. She's like, what was that falling on my head? Okay, so yeah, so Jennifer, the color that I had on before was 12 SF12, which is the color Malibu Blonde. Malibu Blonde is absolutely one of my favorite colors. Just stunning. I get more compliments on that color on Malibu Blonde than I think than any of the other Jon Renau. I shouldn't say that though. People really like Catalina Blonde too. So this is Holly in Catalina Blonde. So see how you can kind of see the difference? You see how this is a little bit darker. Of course, it's a different wig, but I think the heat-friendly synthetic Catalina Blonde runs a little darker in the base than the regular synthetic. The synthetic, sorry you guys, Mocha's going off. My little alarm is going off. Mocha, Mocha, honey, come on, come on, good girl. Thank you. So the thing about regular synthetic fibers is the blondes are always going to be shinier, right? So the fibers are just shinier. And so I think you're seeing that it looks blonder or just brighter. And that's because the fiber is super smooth. And so the light is reflecting off of the fiber. But as you can see, the Catalina Blonde in Heat Friendly, which is in Holly, is definitely different than the regular synthetic. So some of the new ones that are coming out are regular synthetic. And I'm going to actually show you Holly right now in the Catalina Blonde so you can take a look at it. Oops, I'm stuck. But Heidi, again, is that beautiful. I really do like the Jon Renau caps. They're really nice. They have lots of nice stretch. They have that full mono top. The majority of them do. Some of them don't. Some of them have a solid open cap, but the cap is really nice. It's a full mono top. This has the lace that goes from ear to ear and the felt tabs, and of course, extended nape with the Velcro adjusters. And that is Heidi. And Jennifer, the what I will say is the Malibu Blonde would be perfect for you because I know you like the raw sugar, right? That's actually a really great color for you. Malibu Blonde is perfect. Okay, so let me show you Heidi. And then I think what we'll do is the other one that I have to show you, I do have a January hand tied. It's not in Catalina Blonde, but that's coming. I didn't say this, but it's coming tomorrow, you guys. So if you like January, you can go get her in Catalina Blonde tomorrow. And she will be on sale too. Now, Holly, of course, is that beautiful hand-tied cap. Oh. Yes, Mocha, tell him. She cracks me up. So this is Holly in Catalina Blonde. I'm a huge Holly fan, in case you've never heard me say it. Holly is just one of my all-time favorites. I have her in 3 different colors. I have her in Catalina Blonde. I have her in 12 FS8. And then I also have her in Toffee Truffle because I originally got her in Toffee Truffle. I was like, oh my gosh, I love this color. It's such a pretty brunette. But yeah. Yeah, Malibu Blonde is really, really pretty. I like that too. Laguna Blonde is also another color that's lighter color, but she's a cooler blonde, but not Catalina Blonde. But I love this style in Catalina Blonde, and she's such a pretty style. Like, I probably will have this one forever and ever, as long as she'll last me. And I don't normally lean cool, but I just think this is such a pretty blonde. So let me turn so you can see her on the right and on the left. And of course on the back. I think this is such a, you know what? So the hubby and I are thinking about going to the movies later, and I was like, maybe I'll wear Holly to the movies because she's such a fun little style. She's fun to just go out in the summer, and she's nice and cool. So she's not gonna, she's short, so she's cool. Oh, I'm so sorry, you guys. Are you still there? I have no idea what happened. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're just gonna do it on the phone. Okay, so yeah, the Laguna Blonde is really pretty. That's the other color that's really similar to the yeah, the money pieces are not as obvious, Beverly, are they? On the Catalina Blonde. I think it looks a little more natural. What do you guys think? Yeah. Agree. I love Holly too, Mary. You know, if the brand would just send one to me in every single color, I would show you. But they're expensive. I pay a lot of money for these. Like, if I bought one in every color, I'd go broke. But yeah, I love Holly. She's just one of my favorites. And I love her. She's a pretty girl. Okay. So the other one that I want to show you, there's only two left. One is in the color, or one is Aurora. Maybe I'll show you that. Do you guys want to see the January hand tie? I have to show you Aurora because I love Aurora. Aurora's, I think, probably like the third heat friendly synthetic that I got. No, she was the second heat friendly synthetic that I got from Jon Renau. And notice, I don't think I have brushed. No, maybe I did. But I bought two of them in the same color, you guys. So this is the 12 FS12, which again is that Malibu blonde. You do want to see the January hand tied, Beverly? Okay. So this is Aurora. Another one of my favorites. I remember when I first popped her on, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm in love. Okay, so I got to show you the cap because this is another Holly cap. She's got the full hand-tied cap, just like Holly, Beverly. Full mono top, extended nape, Velcro adjusters, and the ear-to-ear lace, if you can see that. Yeah. It's got the ear-to-ear lace there. Okay, I'm gonna pop her back out. Pop her on. Oh, so comfy. It's like, you know, you put a wig on and it's not comfy, and then you put one on and it is, and you're just like, oh, and it feels really comfortable, and you're like, oh, yes. Yes, please, more of these. So that's one thing I do really like about Jon Renau is their caps are super comfortable. And this was probably, I think maybe my third wig I ever purchased. Again, I bought 2 of them because I was like, oh, I must have more of these. I was afraid I was going to wear the tail off of her and not and ruin her, and I didn't. And I bought 2 of them, and I've like they last forever. It seems like. So I don't have water on with me, you guys, today. I should, but again, what I usually do is I just put a little bit of water in her and comb her back a little bit, and that brings the hair back so you can kind of see what she looks like once I get her styled backwards. She's just a beautiful, beautiful wig. This is Aurora in that pretty Malibu blonde. Now here we get a little breeze. You can kind of see her blowing in the wind. She's just really pretty, you guys. Another really pretty, like if you're going to go to a summer picnic or, go out for dinner with your honey. That's her on the right side. Her on the left. Let me turn around. She is very cute, Beverly. I feel like Aurora doesn't get a lot of love and attention. And I'm like, why not? Because she's so pretty. That's her from the back. It's just a really pretty style. Yeah, the holly cap is just, it's so funny. It's like they now refer to the open wefted cap as the holly cap, right? So, and I promise I'm not trying to flash y'all. I didn't realize my clothes were so big. I was like, oh no, I got here in front of the cameras. I realized, I was like, oh no, I didn't realize it was, okay, so that is Aurora. Another one of my favorite styles. These are all my favorites, you guys. I'm dropping boxes over here, so we don't want to do that. Okay, so we're looking at January hand tied. So January hand tied is in Laguna Blonde. And I'm going to show you what I mean when I talk about this is important that you understand this. Blondes always appear shinier. Always. They're always shinier. But there are some things you can do with the blondes. Now, again, it's because the fibers are so smooth that it reflects the light. When you get a warmer color or a little bit darker color, it's not as shiny. But there are some things that you can do for January, like for the blondie blondes, like the Laguna blondes. So see how she looks really shiny. You can use cornstarch, which I think is like, it's inexpensive. You don't have to buy a dry shampoo. I just sprinkle a little bit of cornstarch in her and then shake her. That will help. Washing them helps. But the regular synthetic is always going to be shinier in the blondes until you get her washed a couple of times. Regular synthetic doesn't seem to tangle as much as the heat friendly, or as much as the heat friendly. Will they still tingle? Sure. Yeah, they will. And this is the Laguna Blonde. In the January, this is the hand-tied cap. So again, it's going to be your holly cap, the holly hand-tied. And this is January. But another really cute summer shorty. She's got the cute little curls in her. You know, sometimes you put a wig on, you're like, I don't know. And then other times you put it on again and you're like, oh, that's really cute. So it just depends on how you're like zhuzhing it up, how you are combing it down. So you can make it a little less dense if it's too dense, or make it a little more fluffy if you want it more fluffy. Blow drying it from the inside of the cap, you can shake it, lots of different things. Spraying it with texture spray to keep it fluffy like that. Lots of different things you can do with it. So again, January from the right, January from the left, and then we turn around so you can see her from the back. She has a really cute style. What do you guys think? Do you guys like January? She's cute, right? Yeah, I want it. Oh my gosh, Beverly, you are so funny. You think January's long on me? You know what it is? I have no neck. I have no neck. I have no neck. It's just like from here to here. I have no neck. Yeah. Okay, so the last one I'm going to show you is Miranda Light, which is, everyone just says, oh my gosh, that is so stunning. That is so beautiful on you. And for whatever reason, it's their favorite wig on me. I'm like, but I have other ones that are really pretty too. But they love Miranda Light. And it really is a pretty color. It's a beautiful wig. So let me grab her. And she's in the Catalina Blonde. I do have Holly in Toffee Trouble, which is one of my favorite brunettes. She's warm. She has a beautiful like, golden highlight, kind of a caramely highlight to her. So she's really pretty. I really do like her a lot. You like the January, Mary? She's really cute for summer. I would love her for summer. I would love her in a brunette, I think. Oh, maybe not. Maybe a red. Hey, what do you guys think about January in a red? That would be really pretty, right? Okay. So this is Miranda Light in Catalina Blonde. And again, I kind of want to hold the Catalina Blonde Holly and the other one up next to each other so you can see the synthetics. Okay, Miranda Light. Another hand-tied cap. I love these caps. This one happens to have silicone at the nape and silicone at the ear tabs. You guys, this is a really nice cap. Miranda Light is just, I love this wig. I try not to wear her too often because she has the long fibers, even though she's synthetic. Just because she's, I don't want to wear her out because I love this. I mean, I wear it outside, but I don't want to wear her too much because I want to keep her for a while. But look at this. You guys, look. I think she has that kind of Drew look and feel to her, but a little longer, right? You can't hear us, Ginger? You're at the pole bar? What? No way. Oh my gosh. Oh, Ginger. I'm envious. I don't know about y'all, but I want to go to Miami and go to a pool bar. Ginger, I saw that wig you had on your head earlier. It's so pretty. I'm blowing you kisses, Ginger. Beverly said have a drink for her. Yes. You're at the pool with the grandkids, Mary? You guys are awesome. I thank you so much for coming and joining me. I so appreciate you. Beverly, I think you're on vacation too, right? Y'all are having a great time. I love it. I love it. All right, so this is the last one I had planned to show you. So again, this is Miranda Light in the Catalina Blonde. If you are interested in any of the new Jon Renau's, and again, please try and attend the live that Jon Renau is doing tomorrow. They are going to be giving away a free wig. And I can tell you, I sent it to all y'all in the group, right? So I linked that live so that you guys can have it. I don't know how many people attend those lives. So your chances of winning a wig are probably pretty good. So, I mean, even if you're just going to get a look at the new styles in this Catalina Blonde, it's worth it, right? But if you're looking for a Catalina Blonde in some newer styles, it's definitely worth going and attending, because it's a really great way for you to get an idea of what's coming up, and what's dropping tomorrow. I, of course, will have them all up by tomorrow, and they will be live by midnight tonight. So if you want a sneak peek, you can head over to the locksandtops.com website, and they will be there for you to purchase before you actually get. I mean, they said, I was told, like, you can't release them until Monday. I'm like, okay, midnight technically is Monday, right? They didn't say anything about a time specifically. They just said Monday. I'm like, okay, 12 o'clock Pacific time is Monday. So, Mary, thank you so much. I'm so glad you'll be there. So anyway, so Monday tonight, midnight. If you want the discount, it's all week long, but it starts technically at midnight, and it's automatically deducted from your, you don't have to do anything. There's no code, there's no nothing. It just automatically gets deducted from your cart. So anyway, thank you guys so much for being with me. I hope you're all enjoying your summer, and it sounds like you're all having a great time by the pool, and that actually sounds really fun. I know the honey and I are supposed to go see a movie, so we're gonna do that. And Mocha says hi and says thank you for joining us. Oh, you're home now, Beverly. Okay, awesome. You should have your wigs. Did they get there yet? Anyway, if not, they should be there anytime. But have an amazing week ahead. We will see you all in the group. If you have any questions, don't bother. Don't mind. Just come DM me. You guys, it's been a long day. I've been up all night. This one likes to bark when she hears noises, and she has really keen hearing. And so it's like 3 or 4 times a night. I feel like I have a new baby, you guys. It's like, I'm like, oh, what? Huh? Who is it? So she's a really great alarm clock. On the not so positive side is she's a really great alarm clock. So she's been keeping me up at night quite a bit. So anyway, but yeah, she's a good girl. All right, everyone, thank you so much. Love you. Have an amazing week ahead, and I'll see you next Sunday. All right, take care. Bye.